You have now tuned into Insight Sundays, the show that brings you relevant news, youth and political topics with a new direction and focus for our communities. Log in with Facebook and get connected. Here's your host, Adrian Mickens.
Good evening, Indianapolis, and welcome to the first edition of Insight Sundays right here on WHMBTV 40. On this show, we'll have ministries, companies, youth discussing relevant news and relevant topics of today's generation to share God's Word. Before we begin, let's give an acknowledgement to all of our sponsors. Andrew J. Brown Academy, Indiana Christian Leadership Conference, or ICLC, Raymond and Haley Attorneys at Law, George Buck Elementary School, Alpha for the Youth Foundation, Buttons and Bows Hair Salon, Bethesda Temple Southeast Campus, New Vision Lighthouse Ministries, Hair Artistry Indy, Inner Beauty Program Incorporated, New Breed of Youth, First Achieve the Challenges for Excellence, Indianapolis Lighthouse Charter School South and East Campus, Beach Grove Bible Church, and Sam Ash Music Store. Stay connected with us on all of our social media platforms, which is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, all at the title name of @Insight Sundays. Again, all at the title name of @Insight Sundays. As well as you can get full fan access by downloading the Insight Sundays mobile app on the App Store and Google Play Store. Again, by downloading the Insight Sundays mobile app on the App Store and Google Play Store. Today on Insight Sundays, we'll be honoring two living legends here in the city of Indianapolis, Indiana. The first will be Barbara Boyd, who was the first female black news anchor at RTV6 right here in the state of Indiana, as well as we'll be honoring Maggie Lewis, who's a part of the City County Council. This event, the Legends Ball, was held at Martin University, promoted by Kevin Perry, who's a part of the Alpha for the Youth Foundation. Let's check it out. I'm sitting here right now with the Indianapolis legend, first female African-American news anchor, Mrs. Barbara Boyd. How are we doing today?
Doing great. How about you? You're doing all right. Looking all slick and sly.
No. I'm trying to keep up with you now.
No, you can't do that. You ain't got enough years on you.
I'm getting there. And speaking of that, why did you want to get into the media and communicational field at the time?
Well, I really wasn't thinking about television. Television wasn't in when I was coming up.
Okay.
I always wanted to be a movie star.
Okay.
And when my husband, I'm originally from Evanston, Illinois, and so my husband was the executive director there, but he came back here to get into the Y business, and so, of course, I tracked along. And tell you how it all got started. I helped to open the Head Start program here in 1965. And Channel 6 was doing a documentary on Indianapolis, and in that documentary, they included a Head Start class, a Head Start classroom. Well, I'm the office manager, so they came down and they did an interview with one of the teachers in the classroom. And so a couple of days later, got a call that they want to interview the teacher in the classroom where they had filmed. And so, but of course, we don't automatically put calls through to a classroom. We sort of, screen it first. What's the nature of the call? Yeah. Well, we'd like to interview her for television. So I very jokingly said, well, honey, if you're looking for a star, here I are.
All right. All right.
I'm just joking. He said, well, are you interested? I said, what I got to do? So he said, well, just get together a 4 or 5 minute vignette on anything you'd like. And so since I'm the office manager, I did a little walking stand up. I'd seen that on TV. Yeah. Did a little walking stand up and went to each girl's desk and sort of explained what they did, and then did an overall stand up close. Now you got to know, I don't really care whether I get this job or not, because I'm making $10,000 a year. Okay. Big time back in '65.
I understand. Yeah.
69.
Yeah.
This is 1969.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just don't really care. So anyway, Bob Gamble, who at the time was the news director, he and I, when the interview was over, he and I came through the door at the same time. And I looked up and I said, oh, you do have some hair. Because he did editorials all the time, and I always said to myself, why don't they put some powder on his head? Because it would always shine, So come to find out, this guy finally ended up being my boss, and he's very sensitive about his head. But we got along great. So that's sort of how Barbara got into television. All right. Just by accident.
Can you speak about the feeling of, by you being the first African-American news anchor, what was that like to know that you were the voice of a community here in Indianapolis? Did you have that feeling that a lot of people write letters to you and stuff during that time, the teenagers and young people?
Well, I went to schools and spoke a lot, but I tell you, I was so excited about being there. I didn't really initially stop to think who I was representing. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I got out in the field and young people said, oh, it's so good to see somebody on TV like me. I never thought about that. Yeah, and I never thought about how you affect and how you influence. Anybody on television influences or some people in their audience one time or another. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until then that it dawned on me that I have the whole black community, the whole female community on my shoulders. Yeah. Not that it changed anything, but I was just more aware. Yeah. And it's an awesome responsibility.
All right. Mm-hmm. And I guess it's to say, what advice would you give to the young people today? I know media has drastically changed based upon technology today, the way things are done within media and what we call fake news, all that kind of stuff. But what advice would you give to the young people who's interested in broadcasting and media?
Well, number one, try to hone your craft as best you can. Now, to me, voice is a big thing for television. So often, especially women, are very nasally. But
I like that. Very specific.
The first thing I ask an intern to do when they come in, to the station, is to go into the booth and listen to you and make a tape of your voice. And and you'll be surprised what you hear. You will hear center for center. You will hear summer for summer. Mm-hmm. You will hear winter for winter.
Specific.
They no endings on words, Yes. And to me, that is important. And just to hone your craft the best you can. And to when you come into a new business, listen, observe what the rules are.
Yes.
And how to take advantage of them.
Absolutely.
And be loyal.
Yes.
Be loyal to where you work.
Yes.
And I think the most important thing for a journalist is to be accurate.
100%.
You got to be accurate, and you've got to learn how to spell and pronounce words.
Yes, that's true. But again, accuracy is everything, and that eliminate this time that we live in that is very heavily phrase that's used right now, which is called fake news. So accuracy in journalism would be.
I am just appalled at when I listen to television, how they put a preposition after the end of a sentence. I mean, they don't. It's no. He's at. Where is he at? I mean, nobody seems to correct them. Maybe they don't know. That's not where it's supposed to be.
Maybe you should get back in the industry and help them on out there. That's all right. So again, we just had an award ceremony, the Legends Ball, that you were a part of because you are a legend. Show everybody your trophy in TV land. That's all right. So how did you feel about winning this award amongst your peers and family and everybody? What was that like?
Well, you always feel good. I mean, after so many years, you get award after award. It's, it sort of dwells down. Mm-hmm. But you're always pleased. But, I don't think people go to work to receive awards. Yeah. I mean, because that's what you do and what you produce for your audience is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's always nice. It's a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of all. It's always nice to get something because it says somebody appreciates what you've done.
Can you speak a little bit about your personal journey here within Indianapolis and the growth that you've experienced over the years?
Let me tell you, Indianapolis has embraced me like they just have. Mm-hmm. I'm not from here. My husband was Ted Boyd. And everybody knew and loved Ted. But this city has been so good to me. Let me tell you how good they've been. Number one, I had breast cancer. I did a story on it from my hospital bed. And boy, the outpouring was tremendous. Traveled around the country after that, talking to different television, radio stations, talking on radio and television stations. Even did an interview with Betty Ford. My intro to her was, "Hey, bosom buddy." Then, our house blew up. Oh, and we lost everything. And the outpouring from this community, in terms of clothes for the children, money. Matter of fact, we got our first down payment for this house. And then, what was it? And then I had a perforated colon. If I hadn't gotten to the hospital when I did, I would have died. That's what the doctor said. And so, and all of that, this community embraced us. Yeah. And, you just feel good that people like you that well. And I think everybody likes to be liked, or feel that they can relate to you.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, my journey here has been a good one, a positive one.
All right.
And matter of fact, I've been here longer than I was in my hometown, Evanston. I love Indianapolis. I think it's cool. And the way it's growing.
And that's in Illinois, correct?
Yeah, from Evanston, Illinois, yeah.
All right.
But Indianapolis is cool. It's home now.
All right. All right.
And like I say at the end of all my shows, you have a great life and stay on top of the world.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and segue right into the award ceremony. We can see some clips from Barbara Boyd. This event was also presented by Alpha for the Youth Foundation by Mr. Kevin Perry. Let's check it out.
We got to our Living Legend Awards. And man, I chose her because not only me and her son go back to high school days and got in a lot of trouble together, but she was the coolest mom. Miss Barbara Boyd, as you all may know, is the very first African-American female news anchor woman ever in the city of Indianapolis on a major network. But not only did she break that barrier, but she is such an awesome servant leader. She gives herself tirelessly. She's always involved in charitable events and things that just want to continue to better serve our community and push us into a better direction. She reminds me so much of my mom because she's got so much energy. It's like, I'm hoping I get up towards those numbers, I can still move around like you guys do, because they get it. I call my mother at 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been up. You just now getting up? Yeah, I sure am. But I've asked a friend of hers, and he was our first honoree for the Living Legends Award last year. We started out last year with our theme was honoring Indy's servant leaders. We honored his dad, Dr. Andrew J. Brown, posthumously because, of course, we knew how much work he did for our city. But we wanted to also honor him because he picked up that torch that his dad had lit and carried for so many years, and he carried it and he still carries it today. He does his own radio show on Saturday mornings, Harambe. Am I saying that right? Cool. I've been on there a couple of times, and I thank you for allowing me to come and share. But Dr. Thomas Brown is one of my dearest friends. He's so cool. He'll have you laughing in stitches if you ever really get a chance to hang around with him. And I've asked him to present to Miss Barbara Boyd because they're dear friends, and I know he can definitely speak to her. So let's give it up for Miss Barbara Boyd, our living legend.
We're going to keep this simple. We're going to keep it simple. Sister Girl is tough, okay? Listen here, I mean, we go way, way, way back, even with, don't go, okay, don't, I got you. I hear you. By the way, Barb, just see, he preempted next year, not this on January. Following year, you're getting the Drum Major Award from the Indiana Christian Leadership Conference, okay? Because she was, and she is, it's not a was, she is a drum major in regard to the social dynamics of our city. Now I'm gonna let her talk, and I'm gonna shut up.
I can't say too much.
Oh, she's hoarse.
I just want to thank you for this. I partied too much last night. That's what it was. But you know, ever since I've been in the city, it's been so good to me. Everybody's been so good to me. But I just want to thank Kevin and his crew. That's a wonderful job you do. And it just always just takes one person sometimes to make the difference in a person's life. And he's to be commended for doing that. I can't talk anymore because it hurts. Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, well, how's that song go? She parties so hard? Party girl, all right.
Hello, my name is Crystal Hines of the Inner Beauty Program, where I'm the founder and president. We have been enriching and inspiring and empowering youth ages 8 to 18 since 2002. Our original purpose of the program is to have girls focus on their inner attributes in a world where the outer appearance is the focal point. We have a dynamic staff of women who are here to provide all types of programming for your young ladies, including life coaching, mentoring, tutoring, boot camps, and special events. Please stay connected with us through our website, myinnerbeautyprogram.org, our Facebook page, Inner Beauty Program Inc., and our mobile app, Inner Beauty. Thank you.
The civil justice system in the United States was developed intentionally by our founding fathers. They knew and had the wisdom to foresee that individuals would need protection from each other and from their government. They also saw and foresaw a day when they would need protection from a corporate entity, the new corporate citizen. Here at Ramey and Haley, we bring passion and experience to every file we open, every client for whom we become their lawyer.
This is Pastor Derek Miller, and I'm so excited about introducing you to the fruitful ministry here at Bethesda Temple Southeast Campus. I'm here with my lovely wife, Sister Valerie Miller.
Bethesda Temple Southeast Campus is a community church with a community at heart.
In 2008, I began collaborating with my bishop, Roy Steenfield Sr., on some outreach initiatives on the southeast side of Indianapolis at Bethel Park Community Center. It was here where we established Teen Nights, and the Inner Youth Achievers College Tour program was also birthed out of this initiative. God saw fit for next level growth, and in 2015, the Lord opened a major door for Bethesda Temple Southeast Campus.
The mission of Bethesda Temple Southeast Campus is to dedicate our lives to proclaim the gospel message of our Lord Savior Jesus Christ through our witness, loving God's people through our service, and strengthening communities through spiritually sound doctrine.
Bethesda Temple Southeast Campus offers an effective children's church ministry with curriculum-based instruction. We also offer men, women, and teens ministries. We can be reached at 317-941-6143. Or you can find us on the World Wide Web, www.btacsouth.org.
Or download our mobile app, Bethesda South, via Google Play or the App Store.
Bethesda Temple Southeast Campus, a place of compassion,
a place of love,
a place where God is.
Since 4th grade, Indianapolis Lighthouse College Prep has been my home.
Lighthouse gave me the opportunity to take college classes for dual credits.
Lighthouse allows me to do community service, mentoring younger students.
At Lighthouse, I take classes geared towards a career that I'm interested in.
I'm a Lighthouse Scholar from kindergarten to college.
I am a Lighthouse Scholar from kindergarten to college.
I'm a Lighthouse Scholar graduating this year and on my way to college. Apply at lighthouse-academies.org.
Buttons and Bows Nail and Hair Salon welcomes you to our new location at 6233 Allisonville Road, where we service all nationalities. We are a full nail and hair salon. Booth space available. Call 317-362-0323 for more info.
I am here at Martin University with the Reverend Kevin Perry, who's the president of Alpha Foundation for the Youth. How's it going, Mr. Perry?
I'm doing well, Agent. Thank you for having me on your show today.
No problem at all. So let's just kind of get into it. You started a fantastic event last year called the Legends Ball, and I have personally seen it grow and evolve into something that is spectacular here in the city. Can you explain what this event means to you in the city?
Well, I think it's very important that we embrace the work of our previous community leaders, and I think we have an obligation to share that with the next coming generation so they can embrace that work and continue that work. And so we wanted to do a legacy project so the work that has been done wouldn't just fall by the wayside.
And can you explain in Indianapolis the nominees and recipients that you have acquired over the years from last year even to this year?
Well, we've started out with servant leaders because, of course, that's basically the work that I do. I'm a servant leader. I'm a community activist. So we started out, we wanted to honor those previous leaders, Dr. Andrew J. Brown and his son, Dr. Thomas Brown. This year we did First Ladies of Indy. We did Miss Maggie Lewis, when she was the first president, an African-American female of the city council. And then we also did Miss Barbara Boyd, which is a legend, living legend in this town. She was the very first African-American female newscast on a major network. So and this year we're going to actually be honoring, next year in 2019, we're going to be honoring educators. We want to make sure that we, acknowledge those people who have been educating our children and fighting and striving for us to be educated. We're going to be giving a Living Legends Award to Dr. Eugene White. He's retiring for the last time, and he's definitely a living legend. And we're going to be honoring Professor Deborah Brown, who's been educated for over 30 years.
And can you explain to Indianapolis, what was your vision and God's plan for you to start Alpha Foundation for the Youth?
I wanted to stand in the gap for a lot of young people who were just struggling because they didn't really have all the comprehensive things that they needed to get over some humps. And so we just wanted to just be that individual organization that could just fill those gaps.
Okay, and segueing right into one of the segments that we have coming up with the award ceremony, can you speak a little about Mrs. Maggie Lewis and the impact she's had with education in the city?
Oh my Lord, man! I mean, Maggie Lewis is a phenomenal leader in this community. She's definitely a wonderful role model for young ladies of all color and gender. She carries herself in such a magnificent way, and she's definitely a fighter for this city. She's a wonderful wife. She's definitely just a phenomenal leader, and we just wanted to make sure that we wanted to thank her for all the work and just being a great role model for future young ladies, to someone they can aspire to be.
All right, with that being said, we are going to go ahead, Indianapolis, and show you the clips of the Legends Ball Part 2.
Thank you so much, Counselor Scales, for that wonderful introductions and those beautiful, beautiful words. I am a wife. I am married to my college sweetheart, Leroy Lewis III, who is right there, who is always at my side and probably one of my biggest fans outside my mother. I am a mother to this cool 12-year-old young man, Leroy Lewis IV, who is the apple of my eye. As you heard, I am a community servant. I truly believe in serving this community and giving back. I understand that to whom much is given, much is required. But most importantly, at the end of the day, I am a Christian. I am a child of God. And I know that I serve a God that sits high and looks low. And when I'm having my toughest days, my baddest days, it is the good Lord that gets me through. And even when I'm having my best days, my greatest days, it is my God that orders my steps, and I celebrate him each and every day. I want to thank you so much for celebrating me. It is nice to get your flowers and hear those good words while you're living. So thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that. My mom has taught me over the years, you don't get roses and we don't celebrate you for doing what you're supposed to be doing, but I do appreciate you doing this stuff, so thank you. Pray for me, and I promise to continue to pray for you. Thank you again. God bless.
During the last 5 years, National Heritage Academies ranked in the top 25% of U.S. schools for academic growth.
I'm learning a lot.
We want you to have academic success, but we want you to have emotional success.
They teach me to be a good person.
My children feel very safe.
That's why 92% of our parents recommend us.
We are in the business of producing excellent human beings. That's our legacy to the world.
I just got the best deal on my new guitar at Sam Ash.
I always get advice I can trust.
I got it in time for my gig.
The coolest selection of music and sound gear, always at the guaranteed lowest prices. Sam Ash, the real deal. Get zero interest financing for 24 months with your Sam Ash credit card.
Hello everybody, my name is Pastor Aaron Boyd. I'm the pastor at New Vision Lighthouse, and we're located at the corner of 46 in Arlington and Devonton Plaza. We welcome you to come and worship with us every Sunday at 11 a.m. We have midweek Bible study on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Our mission is simply this, to let our light shine in our communities and in our families. You can like us on Facebook, visit us on the web at newvisionlighthouse.com. God bless you. Be careful and be prayerful.
Hi, I'm Dr. Holden Flynn, principal at George Buck Elementary School. I'd like to share with you why George Buck is a great school. First, we have an amazing staff. We are invested in children succeeding. We spend time getting to know and assessing all of our students so we can build an instructional program that meets their individual needs. Second, we use an incentive system to encourage and reward students. We introduce students to fine arts by offering music and art to all. And last, we offer a variety of extracurricular activities, which include basketball, cheerleading, soccer, volleyball, and after-school tutoring with the Boys and Girls Club. If you are interested in finding out more information about George Buck Elementary School, please call us at 317-226-4294 or email at holdenflynnt@myips.org.
Download New Boy mobile app. Check out our features. Comprehensive homepage. Scheduled events. Real-time notifications. Latest news. Download on App Store and Google Play.
Thank you, Indianapolis, for tuning in to the first edition of Insight Sundays right here on WHMB TV 40. Make sure that you tune in November 18th as we'll have the Young Men and Young Ladies Empowerment Conference that was held at Warren Central High School. And again, make sure that you stay connected with us on all of our social media platforms, which is Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all at the title name of @Insight Sundays. Again, all at the title name of @Insight Sundays. If you want full fan access, make sure that you download the Insight Sundays mobile app on the App Store and Google Play Store. Again, make sure that you download the Insight Sundays mobile app on the App Store and Google Play Store. Before I leave you today, I want to make sure that I leave you with a word and a message from God. Proverbs 16:3. Commit your work to the Lord and your plans will be established.
This is a Soul Hit production.